So, when I say someone did not want y'all to get this message, if you would notice, in front of us, it looks like there was just a full reading, and usually I do my little snap thing and clean it up. But this is actually the reading that I just finished recording, only to find out that because someone had tried to call me, that my audio messed up. So I've got a full recording, a full nice little thing for you all, and it is completely silent. So it's okay. We roll with the punches here because that message that I just did was very important. So we're going to go ahead and try to get what information we can get. But, ooh, someone does not. I know this sounds cliche. This sounds the usual. I can feel you guys. I can feel you guys. You're like, oh, all the readers say someone doesn't want me to get this message. No, someone doesn't want y'all to get this message. So I'm really just gonna cut to the chase here. No sigils. We're already cleansed. We're already locked in. We're already here. I'm just gonna connect you guys to the space once again. Ooh. So one of the things that I'd caught in the previous reading was y'all's aura is just beautiful, amazing, intense, wonderful, magnanimous, beaterific. Someone does not want me to breathe life into you either. Because in that last reading, there were just so many affirmations, so much positivity towards you, towards your energy, towards your light. Your aura, as I pulled it in to connect to this space, was at first it looked intense and spiky, and even when I grabbed it, it was firm, but it just relaxed and allowed me to grab it, and it became warm and fluffy and cozy and inviting once it realized that I was not an issue. Ooh, dear gosh. So if you've read this message is you are the final girl. It's you, buddy. You are the slayer. You are the chosen one. You're Neville, babe. You're the guy and lady in the water who was working out the one arm. It's you. You're the child of prophecy. No, this isn't a suicide squad. No, you're Percy, my guy. You are Percy. Dear gosh. So that's the main theme of this. You're the final girl. You are at the finale. You are about to face the big bad. You're putting the slasher down. The killer is not getting up again. The killer is not getting up again. So cards, spirit, go ahead and let us speak to my lovely, lovely guests who have joined us. Join us. Again, you're back. People who English be weird to you or your native tongue be weird to you. Welcome. You are me. We are we. Ooh. Let's see. We have the Four of Cups. That's that deep thought, that contemplation. You guys are very final. Final girls, you're very final in your thoughts, in what you're going to face, in the mountains you're going to climb. You have discovered who you are, what you stand for, and you're not going to let that put you down, keep you down. You have thought long and hard. So when I was originally looking through and asking the question, okay, who's the big bad that our final girl, final guy, final dude, whatever you subscribe to, is facing? Who is the slayer putting away? And we got the King of Coins in that one. It's like, oh, okay, they are putting away. I jokingly said the patriarchy, but then the Hierophant came out after that, and I was like, oh, you guys are putting away the patriarchy. You guys are putting away tradition. You guys are done appeasing dead people and living people who ain't living. Y'all are over it. Y'all are over it. You're putting it to rest. You are burying it. You've decided you're going to be the pallbearer. You're taking them out. You have the skills and the ability equipped. All you needed was to realize that you had the power and the strength to do this. And you already know this, but I'm here to tell you you absolutely are the one for the job. It's you. It's you so much that I shot 40 minutes of unedited footage, and this footage didn't, and that footage had no audio. I filmed something before it to check my mic to see if it worked. That worked perfectly, worked wonderfully. And then I went to film the other one, and I just went through, didn't feel a need to stop. I'd like to do nonstop filming. And I went back, and there was just no audio. Everything's beeping correctly, everything's fine. It just did not work. Something is trying to silence this knowledge from getting to you. Something is trying to silence you from elevating your destiny. You are somebody. You are like, if I'm standing the Akashic Records right now, you are one of the books that's like, oh no, you need like a pass to check that out of here. Hold on. Do you have the clearance to even be in the section that that book is in? That's you. And if you don't know that, that's you. And if you're worried, you're like, oh, I don't really feel confident. I don't feel courageous. Why would it be me? Buddy, you're Neville Longbottom. You are just as eligible to be the child of prophecy as Harry Potter is, and just as worthy of it. Just because you see your parents' physical bodies every day doesn't mean that you have parents and that you have it any better than he does. And in fact, it's not the struggle Olympics. Your pain and your hurt that you've been through is to alchemize. Well, it's I'm getting too caught up. But anyway, just because you grew up in the system, knowing things, understanding things, even though you grew up and it was fully expected for you to continue these traditions, to continue all of this, it's just dirty and negative and gritty. Literally, the thing that you're going against, like, I'm referring to it as like the killer, the stalker, the slasher, the big bad. You recognize this. Some of you are people who, like, you could in a way benefit from not bothering with it by letting things continue as they have. But you said, I'm not going to let sleeping dogs lie, because those dogs aren't sleeping, those dogs are dead. And we need to bury them, give them a proper rest, and move on. You're Buffy. That's so funny. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords came out in the last reading. When sorry, let me bring my voice down. I'm also feeling some of you guys. You have a very strong and intense solar plexus. Maybe you have Leo placements. Maybe you align with big cats a lot. But you're not the scaredy cat anymore, buddy. You went ahead, and the thing that I'd asked the question, I was like, hey, what is the thing that my lovely guests use to help them get to this final moment, to make their decision that they're going to embrace being the final girl and defeat the big bad, be damned what anyone else categorizes them as. And you got the Eight of Swords. So you fought with yourself. You put yourself down long before you came after the slasher, long before you came after Voldemort, long before you even went on the journey to find Hermes' stolen sneakers. Someone's a Percy Jackson fan. Those nightmarish nights. Actually, you guys are people's nightmares. You're what they're worried about. They don't want you to have knowledge. They don't want you to know that what you're deciding to do, you breaking away from these old horrific paradigms that while they have continued to keep the house standing, the house is barely standing on a sneeze and on the backs of others. Others who are being mistreated, others who are being mishandled. Maybe it was on your back. That cat energy, that strength. That's you, baby. My sound isn't going, actually. There's supposed to be like some music. There we go. That's the problem. We weren't getting jazzy. Okay. That that's also another thing about you guys. I'm sorry. I do apologize if there was anyone I was jump scaring. Welcome to the tent. By the way, a place for people who enjoy hanging out in the betwixt and the between. Um, who enjoy asking questions and getting answers. I'm sorry, it got serious because I that whole message is just gone. But it's not all gone because I'm still here. And I can just ask the cards again. But no, you're the Slayer. You're the final girl. You're making it out of there. And you're not just making it out of there with yourself. Some of you are. Some of you, it is just you're dragging out of the house. There are multiple ways to end this story. Until Dawn comes to mind. Your ending is foggy for me. How this great climax, how this climactic battle, like what follows it, what goes into it, like the end of it is very foggy to me. But the piece that is not foggy is that you win. That is clear. That is bright. It is neon. It is prolific. It is intense. It is in my face. Turtles are significant. It is intense. It is in my face. It is right there. You win. It's written. It's written in your story. It's written in your book. It's written in your contract. It's written in your soul. Hell, some of you, some of you, it's pinned in by hand. Some of y'all done broke into the library and said, actually, I reject this reality. Let me write the story the way it's supposed to be. Bangarang is significant. Peter Pan, the Lost Boys, Dante Bosco. It's giving me Zuko. It's giving me Avatar. Let me go ahead and show you guys your sigil. Because it is here, and it is made for you. I see it. Let's see if y'all can see that well. The odd one. Now, I remember when I was looking at this, I got whatever that mouse detective thing from Adult Swim was. That was originally what I kind of got from this sigil. But no, you the one. Let's see what your other cards are. That spark, that inspiration. You have help from on high. There is no hesitance here, only careful planning. And any hesitance that you do have is truly the minute things that you'd have because you're human. Like your hesitance is the equivalent of, oh man, I am going to do this and I am going to go through with this, but I'm not sure how this is going to end. But I'm doing it anyway. Queen of Cups. I don't know why, but I looked at that and it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt, but you're doing what you got to do. You're doing what you got to do to conquer the big bad. Oh, cards, spirit guides, those around us, God bless me. And tell me what my lovely, lovely, heroic, amazing, beatific, amazing, magnanimous, sovereign, benevolent guests have to say. Maybe Zatch Bell is significant to you. Tell me more about this climactic battle. Ooh, I believe that. Is that the Emperor? No, it's the Fool. It's Ariel. Ooh. You're the wild card. Distractions, distractions, distractions. I thought I heard someone there to see. I thought I heard someone walking around outside in front of my window. I can't see right now because it's gotten dark. But I done waved a light and everything out there, and unless it done duck directly under my window, there's nothing there. Yeah, someone does not want y'all to hear this. You're the wild card. You're what they didn't expect. You're the golden ticket. You're the thing that ends this. I'm specifically hearing for some of you, and take this where it needs to, you're your ancestors' wildest dreams. For some of you, it's an organization that you're doing this to. You are an answered prayer. You coming and doing this final blow, you coming and taking down the big bad, is everyone's wildest dreams. Ooh, they didn't see you coming. This is you. This Knight of Wands, this impassioned visionary who comes forth, and you've got a fire and flame that is your own. You bring forth a lot, and it is big and it is beautiful. For some of you, the blow that you are going to deal, the final battle that you are going to engage in, it's going to have amazing, great, explosive results. But the actual battle itself, it's just going to go by. It's going to float. It's going to feel like a whisper. You going to come in, you going to hit them fast, and you going to hit them hard. Maybe this is something that takes place at the nighttime. Whatever this interaction is, maybe night is significant. No, you're the chosen one. Honestly, some of you are the chosen one and had your stories rewritten simply because you were kind, simply because the choices that you made were ones of integrity, ones of greatness, ones where you were sovereign. I think maybe you're a Zach Bell fan. I don't know. You're a sovereign and benevolent ruler. You are the knowledgeable healer because you have been hurt. All this greatness, all this amazing, wonderful, shining glow that I'm loving sitting in, even though it's dark right now, didn't come from nowhere. I'm hearing your fire is fueled by trees you've had to chop down, by kindling that you had to gather, which is like splinters of your past. Ooh, the Dwama, I love it. No, you are sovereign. You were her. You're the final girl. That's Mary Magdalene, baby. You're the final girl. Oh, this is beautiful. This is amazing. You win. You win, and you win while there might have been help. While you can look around and say, I didn't get here on my own. You are this person of prophecy of your own merit. I'm hearing some of you, it could be anyone. This could be anyone. Anyone could do this. Literally XYZ. I know some like 3 people off the top of my head who can do this. And you're right. Anyone could do this. But did you consider that you are a part of that? When someone says anyone can do it, that means anyone can do it. And I'm sorry, babe, that includes you. You're the final girl. Accept it. You're Buffy. And it's coming. You're coming in quick. It's coming in quick. There's no stopping it. You've left the background behind. You're stepping forth into your power. You are knocking down these paradigms, these walls. You are stepping into your destiny. Be damned what anyone else have to say. Some of you, be damned what you have to say. You've had to look at yourself and say, hey, I'm going to need you to shut up now. You've had to sit and go, you know what? But what if we're so indecisive about so much stuff. Why, when we be ignoring stuff, why don't we ignore the voice that is telling us that we're nothing? That this is greater than us, that this is beyond us, that we should just sit and be a wheel in the machine, the squeaky, evil, ugly machine that lives off mine and others' blood. Needlessly, selfishly. Dripping into the ground, staining the roots of our trees. Feeding ungrateful souls and reminding those that passed in hurt that the hurt that they passed away in continues and is perpetuated. You said, what if we didn't do that anymore? What if we put our mind elsewhere? What if we shifted paradigms? And in shifting that paradigm and moving away from that structure, you became the final girl. You rewrote your book. That's so cool. Let's get your advice. I hope this is helpful and everything that needed to come through comes through. But overall, the biggest thing that needed to come through is that you win. That's it. You defeat the big bad. You are the start of the end to the bullshit. And that's gorgeous. That's beautiful. I love that for you. Okay. Let's get the homies some advice. Let's get my lovely guests some advice. And I can send them on their way. What is some advice to my wonderful, amazing, beautiful, magnanimous, gorgeous, handsome, brown cow stunning, just wonderful guess. That just kind of flipped what leadership is back. It's you, baby. You the big one, tiger. Maybe you have an affinity for tigers. Maybe your solar plexus. You're someone who's very creative and very sure of yourself. You are the true roar. A good example. So the MGM roar, if you know that, it's like that lion that roars before some movies and stuff like that. That's not actually a lion's roar. If you did not know that, that is a recording of a tiger roaring. The tiger is the actual chosen one. The tiger is the one whose voice you are looking for. That is the sound. Yeah, the lion is great, amazing, and does its job. And, it's cool. In this case, like I love lions. Lions are dope. Lions are neat. But in this instance, the lion, while the obvious choice for being the one whose voice, whose sound, whose image we need, it's actually the tiger that you were looking for to get that little je ne sais quoi. I don't know why I wanted to say that. Maybe you like saying je ne sais quoi. Let's see what else you got. I don't need these cards. You win. You win, big dog. You win, chief. It's you. It's you. You're the chosen one. And you got a passion, that fire in you. I do want to get that one. Where's your knight? Where's your little knight? Wow, that's not all you are. And I love that. You've learned who you are. You've learned facets of yourself. And in that, you found your passion. And you finding your passion, you learning who you are, you liberate others. You are liberating others. You are the final girl. The killer is not getting up. He might have gotten up in the past, but you have dealt the true final blow. Baby. I don't know if y'all can see this. You can't see that one that well. Where is it? I'm gonna find it. Where is it? I'm gonna get it. I don't know why I'm yelling like the mic isn't on my glasses. You the final girl, baby. It's you. It's you. You're Buffy. Anyway, I hope this elevated your spirit in the way that it needed to, and I needed to get this out to you. Safe travel. You going places. Well, thank you all for joining me at the tent. I'm sorry that your original message with all your little fun stuff that I did is gone. But truly the crux of it all is someone don't want you to know your power because they know when you knowing your power, you gonna behead they snake. Ooh. Yeah. Because the fool is someone who you have great potential, but you don't actually have the tools yet. You don't have the knowledge. You don't have the tools, but you have all that great energy in you. That's that Harry Potter kind of energy to me. The magician is someone who has the tools, who have that start off. That's that Neville Longbottom kind of energy. And you got that fire. This is actually one of the tools of the magician, the Ace of Wands. You make things happen You bibbity boppity boo and make things happen. You have the tools now. You were sitting in this where you're like, oh, I don't really know where my life is going to begin. But then you sat and you said, I might not know where I'm going, but I can make it happen. You the final girl. Go slay that man. Go slay that woman. Go slay that institution. You've got this. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and wrap us up. I really hope that that was cohesive and great and fed your soul. Thank you for visiting me here at the tent. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect us. And I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hang out with me, chill if you like it here. Anyway, bye. Sorry, Tiger. That whole other reading, just 40 minutes of silence. I gotta find a way to make that. I gotta find a way to make pieces of that reading relevant. Because even if it's just the cards, seeing those get pulled. Who is coming to my tent? Who is coming to my tent?